In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating a ride that was made very famous by high school Blair Academy, who is one of the top wrestling schools in the entire nation. And they have a move or a ride that they have dubbed the Blair Ride. And it's potentially dangerous because you have to be very aware as official what you're looking at and what you're seeing, and knowing when to stop it as potentially dangerous and when to penalize it as illegal. Part of the dangerous part about it is the amount of pressure that it puts on the rotator cuff and the shoulder, so you have to be very wary about it. I in particular like to be very proactive and audible when I'm watching this move happen and letting the guy know to keep it legal. So I'm going to have you demonstrate this here. It just starts with a simple inside wrist here, so come down here so you can see. What we have here is an inside wrist hold here. It sort of looks like a hammer lock on the back, except for it's not on the back. But this wrestler here has this all the way up in his shoulder here, okay? And what happens is you generate a tremendous amount of forward rotation on this joint here, which isn't specifically legal according to the rule book. It says that you can't apply pressure parallel to the long axis of the body here. But the really good wrestlers get really clever about hiding this in here. So as you as an official are looking at this, you've got to make sure that you're not letting this joint rotate too far up here. So what they typically will do is come around with a bar arm on the far side, and then they'll start to rotate around and rotating around, keep going until this wrestler goes to their back here. Okay, so come back up here. All right. Now, the real thing that you got to be careful about is making sure that this wrestler does not lift this wrist above the top of the back here, because once this wrist gets above the top of the back, that's when the pressure really starts to go on that joint, and that can end up in a lot of serious injury. So if I'm refereeing this, I'm telling this guy here on top, I'm saying keep this legal, keep it legal, go slow, okay? Because as long as they're doing it slow, I can monitor how much pressure is happening on here and making sure that this doesn't go illegal, okay? But at the point where he starts to jerk on that arm, I'm stopping it right there, and depending on if I think he did it on purpose or not, I might penalize him for an illegal move, or I might just stop it as potentially dangerous. But you have to be very, very careful on this move, because you can dislocate a shoulder like that very quickly.